Hello, beautiful people. Today I want to talk to you about sleep and hEDS. Well, I guess first I should explain why I'm covered in rainbows. Isn't that pretty? I love the rainbows so much. They're stickers. They're not sponsoring me or anything, but they're stickers from Rainbow Symphony. Love them. Love them. So anyway, so I've been getting a lot of questions about like how to sleep with hEDS and the subluxing problem, subluxations, whatever you want to say. I'm gonna scooch over so I can have my rainbows and you guys. That little hair, you see that hair? Oh, that hair. So okay, look, I got my Baba Yaga. All right, so I tend to need Ambien to sleep. Or not most, I would say a lot of us with EDS have sleep issues, and well, we either take something for it or we just deal. Sorry about my laundry in the back. So I typically take Ambien, which acts as well as a pain reducer. It doesn't seem to do that for everyone, but it does it for me. So my shirt just keeps getting all crooked. There are times, like especially around my period, where I sublux a lot more easily. And because I'm also using my wheelchair a lot more often, because I brought it into the house finally, I just sort of gave in and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting anything done. If I had my wheelchair in here, maybe I would. That was kind of hard, because like I didn't want to be like in my house having to use a wheelchair. And getting past your ego and just going ahead and doing what's gonna be the best for your body. It's hard. It's hard because you don't want to, or at least I didn't want to be like, I was disabled already and I knew that, but like somehow bringing the wheelchair into the house and having to use it around inside to get like sweeping done and just cleaning up in general, it really, I don't know, it was hard. It was a hard decision, but I finally did it. It took a while for me to get it like out of the car and then into the house, but once I did, I was like, yes, I can finally like sweep. And sweeping is not hard in a wheelchair. It really isn't. But so sleep though. When I use my wheelchair, it often sort of messes with my shoulders. So that's why I'm hoping to get a wheelchair like power assist later this year. So sometimes my shoulders seem to want to sublux. They never completely dislocate, which I'm glad for. I know a lot of you guys probably do have that situation. I will wear shoulder braces, which are soft, and I will wear one on each side, and I'll sleep like that. And it just kind of holds my shoulders in. And of course I have my pillow fortress of solitude where no one's getting close to me, but I'm supported. Like I have one that, you know, is under my head, and then I have one that I like a hugging pillow, and that kind of keeps my shoulder in, and it keeps my chest from collapsing in, because if I don't and I lay on my side, then of course I do this, and then my ribs, everything starts to collapse in. And so I, you know, by using a hugging pillow that's fairly firm up against my chest and like tucked in, I can kind of rest my arm either over like this or like back along the pillow like that. And then if I'm laying on my side, this arm can be like, if I have my neck supported enough with one pillow, then this shoulder can stay underneath me. But then, like, what do you do with this? Because if you put your arm straight out, the elbow starts to sublux. Ugh, and that hurts. So I have a pillow that I put my hand up on. I don't tend to need a whole lot of knee stuff that much. Every now and then my knees will just like lose their mind and need help. So let's see if this light is a little better. I was getting annoyed by the colors. There we go. Maybe. Sorry. Okay, so I wear my knee braces sometimes, and that will help. Now, if you're not as far as that where you might need braces, putting a pillow between your knees to keep your knee from, like your top knee from sliding is probably a good idea. So you can do a lot of things with pillows, but like still in the morning I kind of have to like put myself back together. My hips don't sublux or pop out at all. They pop, well, that's not true, because they pop out, and then I'm like, ah! But that's not typically because of sleep. So yeah, what I would suggest is, if you don't already have braces to support your joints, use pillows, like, you know, as many as you need. You can even use couch throw pillows, like the one that I use for underneath my hand. It's actually a, I don't even know where it is. It's a big old hamburger. So it looks like a hamburger. I'm trying to see if it's, no, I don't see it. They get tossed on the ground really easily because it's a hamburger, so it rolls really, really easily. But you can use couch cushions, like not the cushions, but like the throw pillows that go on your couch. You might be able to ace bandage. Like, you could probably get away from doing an ace bandage on your knees, perhaps. I got some fairly cheap ones on Amazon that had lateral support, so that, because my knees slip sideways, not obviously, like, they're supposed to go back and forth, and they don't seem to go, they don't bend backwards like my fingers do. That hurts. I shouldn't have done that. I need to go put on my rings. I also have some zebra splints. I think it's who I went through, zebra splints. Yeah, that's the company I went through. They were really, really nice and affordable, so shout out to them. Just look zebrasplints.com. Also, I'm not sponsored by them. They're just a good brand that I really like, because I got two actually, so that this doesn't happen. See, that hurts a lot when I push buttons and whatnot, and you know, I live a life where buttons are pushed. So I splint up where I can, and yeah, other than that, really it's pillows. I'm a stomach sleeper, and when I'm on my stomach, I typically have a pillow up next to me so that I can put sort of whatever direction my head is facing. I put a pillow under my shoulder and my arm so that I'm not all the way to the side. I can actually like turn my head and, you know, have it more at a better angle that doesn't hurt my neck. When on my side, we've talked about that. On my back, what do I do on my back? Sometimes I have to pull the pillow out from underneath my neck because it's hurting my neck, and then I just sleep flat. But most of the time I can just pull the pillow underneath my shoulders just a little bit, and I'm like looking at myself, I'm realizing I'm slumping forward. So that head forward thing is something that puts a lot of pressure on our necks. And so we have to, you know, good posture for us, especially hEDS patients, people, we're not just patients, really is actually kind of helpful. So sleeping on our backs, like not using a pillow is actually good in a way. Like, oh look, you can see my cushions right there. Those go under my legs. The red one underneath has, so the top one is a triangle. The bottom one has a flat part, and that's what I usually put my knees under, or put under my knees. And then the top one I can use for movies, or my son can use it, or whatever. So this device right here that I have hanging on one of my dressers, or one of my drawers, is a really cool massage device where you can like hold on to it and like hook it onto the back of your neck and massage behind you. And you can do it on your hips. You can reach it far away from you, and you know, it's great. You can massage pretty much everything. And I got it on Amazon. I think it's called like an S-hook massage or something like that. So that helps me get ready for bed sometimes, to get the knots out of my body. And I definitely get knots sometimes, especially like in my hips, like along my SIJs, the sacroiliac joints. The muscles on either side going down, sort of like the top of my gluteus, it like goes into spasm. It's pretty intense. So that thing really helps a lot. So laying on your back, I mean, you might have to put your legs up, but that's hard because if you switch, like you roll over a lot like I do, I'm just gonna kick that thing on the floor. So, or like over on my husband, poor thing. So I think that pretty much covers everything. You know, a pillow that you can switch between hugging and putting under your knees would be really good. And yeah, pillows are the main things, but if you need to brace up, do it. I've done it for sure. I've worn all my braces at times. I don't usually need to wear my wrist braces when I'm sleeping, but my shoulder and knees, I definitely do. Let me know if you guys, what do you guys do for sleep? Because I would love to know, and you know, other people would love to know, I'm sure too. So I'm glad you came to see what I said, and I will talk to you later. I'm really bad at these goodbyes. Goodbye.